This is going to be just a quick video because I want to say something that happened to me. Should I get one of those selfie sticks because holding up a phone like this just hurts my arms so much after a few minutes. So, anyway, listen. There was a guy who got obsessed with me. I don't know why. He was creepy. He sent unsolicited pictures. Or not even his something that's a bit more of an extreme kink, which I specified that it's not for me. No, thank you. I set a boundary. He didn't respect the boundary. And I had to block 5 or 6 Discord accounts. Luckily, he never figured out that I have social medias and so on, and you know, so. I roleplay on a site. I'm asexual, that's the only thing that any romantic that's literally all I need. That's just how I am. Some text fucking and I'm done for like a few weeks. Maybe I should make a video about ROA stuff. Anyway, and when I first blocked him, my dog has recently died, and I was a mess, and I kind of thought he would be a friend. I was like, hey, my dog died, he was my best friend, I need some support, and blah blah blah. And he was like, let's do sex stuff. And I'm like, oh no, you're catching a block. You're getting blocked. And after that, he's been making new accounts and trying to I don't know fucking what. So, anyway, a few days ago on my roleplay site, there was this dude who started talking to me. We hit it off like I haven't had a roleplay partner like that in months, maybe even years. And then he mentioned this extreme kink, and I was like, no way. No fucking way. Did this dude fake a whole ass personality? Make another account, blah blah blah. But the funny thing is that I was like, okay, he was like, oh no, I'm not him. Meanwhile, I was like, well, I'm not buying that. But I started talking shit about him while being 50% sure that it was him. And I was like, the dude needs extensive therapy. That's so creepy. I've been on edge ever since he started doing that, never knowing when he'll pop up, blah, blah, blah. And then he suddenly logs off and deletes his character. I'm like, well, that's one way to admit that you're him. Then he hits me up on Discord and like writes me up this whole huge apology. I'm like, I'm not going to read any of that. I just said that what really made me mad and hurt me and made me hate him was that he tried to take advantage of me in a vulnerable state after my dog died. I didn't even bother to wait for a response, blocked him. I know that in one line was like, I'll never bother you again, which I don't believe. It was just like, oh, I've made a new friend who I can roleplay with, and they're literate, and they're blah blah blah, and we're getting along, and then suddenly here's this stalker that's been bugging me for a few years now. And listen, you need to be careful out there. People are so weird, you never know who's dangerous or, has some issues. This pillow. Excuse me, I have a frozen pillowcase which I bought for no fucking reason. I have no idea. Like, my aesthetic is black, spooky, Victorian vampire, and I just have a frozen bed set. So, like I said, humans are weird. Anyway, please be careful out there. Just, I know that you can't be so careful that you can't ever trust anybody, because that's no way to live in constant fear and trying to protect yourself from everything. Sometimes you have to let people in. Even I do that sometimes, and I'm not a fan of people. So just be careful. Don't give anybody your address, or if somebody asks me where I live, I'm like, I'm in Europe, and they're like, where in Europe? That's enough information for you. You just know the way continent I live on, and if you get into my inner circle, I'll tell you. And the inner circle is two people. And also, if you let somebody in the inner circle, they can break your trust. They can, it's never foolproof. Like this inner circle thing isn't foolproof. Somebody can hurt you, break your trust, just grow distant. People just walk away from friendships so often. It's weird, and I don't understand it. If I like somebody, I'm loyal to them and like talking to them, and then people just fade away, and it's something I'll never understand. Oh, and especially if you are a younger girl or feminine presenting or whatever, please be extra careful. Be as careful as you can. Oh, but have your fun, have your jollies on the internet, but just be aware that there may be times that you'll have to protect yourself in one way or another. The internet is this deep, scary ocean. Most people haven't explored the full depths of it, while others have, and there's so many things on the internet that the average user isn't aware of. So yes, that was my short 7.5. Let's make it 8 minutes. Let's talk about, I don't know what. Stupid humans. Men are creepy. Please be safe. I guess that'll cover it. I've just seen so many things on the internet, I just can't sometimes. It's so scary. Anyway, bye.